Africans love football. History supports that Africa is the first continent to have the greatest number of football fans. However, it doesn't take much for us to recognize that African football has fallen behind with low stadium attendance, low-profile games, and financial struggles. In fact, it is common knowledge that a number of African football players earn wages at poverty levels in their own countries, on an average of $75 a month. Why is this? There are many answers to this question, but during our research, we have identified one main problem, and that problem is found in the numbers. Africa has 54 football leagues, with an average of 18 teams per league and 25 players per team. This gives us 972 teams and a staggering 24,300 players. Let's take a look at North America. In the NFL, they have 32 teams with 53 players on each team, which equals 1,696 players. In the MLS, there are 22 teams with 28 players on each team, giving a total of 616 players. In the 5 major sports in North America, consisting of 145 teams, there are only 4,172 players in all. In summary, African football has over 24,000 players. North America, a developed continent, when combining 5 leagues together, there are a mere 4,172 players. We have the solution. African Capital League, ACL. ACL is a top professional football league for the largest populous cities in Africa. We have identified 4 key components to the solution. 1, to select only large cities with a strong population. 2, the population of selected cities must have a healthy economy. 3, these cities selected must have a stadium ample enough to accommodate a large fan base. And 4, major cities must be matched with like major cities to compete for championships. We have identified 89 cities to participate in the Football League. Amongst those cities, we have pre-selected 32 cities to begin the first season of the African Capital League. Having games between these cities will definitely change football in Africa. Games like Abidjan versus Kinshasa, Lagos versus Johannesburg, Casablanca versus Algiers, Tunis versus Accra. Games like these will be sold out because ACL will promote pride within each city. Our ambition is to reach 5 cities per country within the next 5 years. ACL is aware that thousands of Africans leave their homes each day in the hope of finding a better life. Over 2/3 of them are under the age of 25. These young men, who are our future, are migrating because of a strong feeling of hopelessness. African Capital League is not just a football league. It is a complete system which projects more than 10 million direct and indirect jobs over the next 5 years. The jobs that ACL will produce will include, but are not limited to, football players, coaches, referees, transportation, hotels, airports, concessions, catering, restaurants, promotions, entertainment, technology, entrepreneur opportunities, and will bring a host of tourists. It is time that Africans begin to travel between the cities of Africa. ACL is a game changer. ACL is the best football league in the world. There will not be any small games. With ACL, cities will fight to be promoted to the next division. Teams will play hard not to be relegated. Players will fight hard to attend the playoff games, where the final 2 teams will play hard to win the championship title. The 2 cities that make it to the playoff finals will play in the African Super Bowl, which will be televised and the most watched African television broadcast of the year.
Sport is one of the most lucrative industries in the world. The sport market in North America is expecting to reach $73 billion by 2019. I think it's time we start building one in Africa.
In the words of the great Nelson Mandela, overcoming poverty is not a task of charity. It is an act of justice. Like slavery and apartheid, poverty is not natural. It is man-made and can be overcome and eradicated by the actions of human beings. Sometimes it falls on a generation to be great. You can be that great generation. Let your greatness blossom. Join us. Join the African Capital League. Save lives. Africa, arise.